The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's happening, Octo family? I feel like I'm just getting so behind on all this. There's so much going on. I love it. I think the excitement is one of the things that keeps me going on here. Regardless, we're going to dive right into who we're going to talk about. REE. Brought them up a couple times, maybe, a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't know. Regardless, this is an Israeli version of a Rival or Canoo. If you know what those are, check it out. We've got some skateboards, and they're driving. So it's the skateboard EV thing. It's all electronic, and they've got the platforms, the wheels, the suspension all set up. You even got the super tiny ones. Anyways, we are speculating that this thing should and would and could go SPAC via the stock market. And sure enough, 4 days ago or something, they came out with something saying, sure enough, they're looking at it. Of course they are. They should. Not only that, we got some information on these guys that's pretty insane. They have like 120,000, yes, 120,000 of these things pre-ordered. No joke. I believe it's like an Indian company, but they also make tractors. So like you could do tractors with these. We've seen that before with the Lamborghini ones. Remember that? Jalago? That dude. And the NGAC through Envision. Remember all that? Regardless, they can make tractors with these things. But the Indian company that I'm talking about, they have all sorts of cars. They got the small little tiny ones, and they got the bigger ones. But again, as you can see in this video, these people have it covered. I mean, anything from a big old truck to a small little car, they've got you covered, which is neat. Anyways, we're looking like we found some targets. I know we've talked about it a little bit, but we got some more information on Burgundy today, and it's kind of all over the place, but we'll dive on in. So first of all, the target for Burgundy acquisition, which we've talked about, we did a video 2.5 months ago or something. They're targeting European, Israeli, and U.S. technology companies, has $400 million MERS, and is run by Leo during his tenure at HP, Hewlett-Packard, the company. He lost more than $30 billion in market capitalization after a series of strategic missteps by the company, leading to his resignation. Ecology sector, particularly companies in enterprise software and technology-enabled services. When I first heard this first one, I was like, nah, enterprise software, no, thank you, right? We don't want that. But technology-enabled services, okay. Technology sector, all right, that could still be them, right? I just hope it's not an enterprise software type of play. You know how I feel about all those type of things. Moving on from there, Mr. Leo, like I was saying, he's the main guy and has worked for HP, SAP, NICE, Unit 4, Simcon, Schneider Electric. He's actually well known. A lot of people like him. Lots of big, huge connections. This whole thing I brought up where the market cap of HP went down, who knows? I have no idea if that was actually his bad or whatever, but regardless, he was involved with the company when that happened. So here's the deal with sparking this today. This lady, she supposedly had a conversation with Kevin, how do you say that? Steven, and brought up Leo. Who's Leo? This dude, right? What happened? So someone posted this on Twitter, a screen capture of this. So this chick here, Hadar Cohen, she is the marketing and communications manager for REE, right? Someone asked her and said, excited to see how you guys roll out the merger. Best of luck in Israeli. And then he said, Leo is top notch. Leo, right? Who other SPAC leaders named Leo? I think it's the only chairman named Leo in SPAC world. And she replied and said, thanks, Seven. She didn't deny. She didn't say, who's Leo? Right? I mean, so it sounds to me like she kind of knew who it was. What also gives its credibility is the fact that they said something in Israeli, and the dude's name is Seven. Like, I think that's an Israeli type of name. They had to do some investigative work to come up with this if this was faked. We'll get back to this in a second. And the fact that they said good luck in Jewish, smart move along with the name 7. REE Automotive, right here, it shows that she's the brand and event manager. This is on her LinkedIn, all that. And remember, REE is Israel. Bazinga even came out with an article about eToro. Remember we talked about that? eToro, the online platform for buying stocks, and it's got some crypto swag to it. So it's like money movement, middleman, and buying stocks, I believe, and crypto. So it's a cool target. Anyways, they're coming to SPAC or IPO. Well, Bazinga, or I think it was Bazinga, came out with a big old article today. Yeah, Bazinga. And they named potential SPAC targets for eToro, GS Acquisition Holdings second, GSH, that's Mr. Goldman Sachs. Second one they named BTAQ, Burgundy Technology Acquisition. And that could still totally be, right? That fits in the whole pie. So my play is, even if it's eToro, I'll take it. I'll take REE or eToro. When I see a situation like that, I'm like, all right, I'll push some chips, right? Did anyone buy into Burgundy when we first started talking about it like 3 months ago? Doubt it. It wasn't cool yet, right? BTAC, we've got actually some big boy holdings. Lots of funds. And none of them have started dumping yet, which is kind of odd because it's already been 3-ish months. The commons and the warrants are definitely separated. A lot start dumping even after that, but I haven't seen any. We got Apollo, Blackstone, Polar, Glazer. Hold on. Castle, Wise, Maxar Financial, big boys, the big Goldman Sachs group. Another potential is, of course, ION. Remember that ticker we talked about? IACA, Ionic Acquisition Corp. This one is specifically said that they're targeting Israeli companies, tech Israeli companies. This one would totally work for REE too. The speculation on this, though, that why I stopped like pushing towards this is because they came out with, there's a big huge rumor that came out that said that ION is actually trying to bring that middleman digital advertising platform. Remember that? They're talking about bringing them to market, and I was like, I lost interest there. I don't know. Advertising for businesses, anything like that right now, I just don't want any part of. And so I lost kind of hope in that. But it could still be them. They're one of the only ones that in the SEC filing brings up Israel, right? And that's got to carry some weight. So check out what one of our Discord members, the family, found. Hi, Aviv. It's Hi, Aviv. He is the CFO of REE. So the CFO of REE liked this dude, Colin Diamond's tweet about ION acquisition. IACA. So this was 2 months ago, but the fact that he liked this just kind of tells you that they already knew each other for ION. 2 months ago. That was a long time ago. He said he liked that 2 months ago. REE has been setting up for about 3 months. He hasn't liked anything else connected to any other blank check company. I didn't see the CEO like or post anything relevant. I, as a CFO. We've also heard from REE, and REE has told us that they have been working and talking to SPACs for months. This is kind of a no-brainer. Of course he's talked to ION. Of course ION has talked to him, but did the stuff fall out from ION because of that new rumor where ION's going with the digital ad agency? That's what I'm thinking. Because usually at first, when people first start approaching companies like REE, they're like, no way, no way, no way. Maybe the third or fourth comes in and they start kind of talking them into it. And then they start talking money, and then they're like, still no way. And then the next guy comes in and is like, I'll do whatever you want, plus give you the money you want. And then ION gets booted out. So maybe sometimes being the first SPAC to come and talk to these dudes isn't the best thing. Because it could take the 7th SPAC coming to the guy, or the 27th that comes to him, before he finally breaks, right? Moving on from there, who else could it be? Klarna. We talked about this in this Klarna video we did, where I still think this company here could easily match up with them. Have you seen this? Do you remember what this ticker was? It's AVAN, AVAN, this ticker. Avanti Acquisition Corp is the name of this one. So they're also looking at European, Israeli, techie stuff, right? So I still think it's big Klarna, but this is still a possibility here too. Then I got this update. I was updating this all day for the Patreon stay, but then I got this update. So this dude named Daniel Barrel, and who is Daniel Barrel? He is the CEO and founder of REE. The CEO, founder of REE, Daniel Barrel, studied economics at Hebrew University in Jerusalem. And so did, who else? Leo Apotheker. And who's Leo? This dude, the head of Burgundy. So that's a huge connection right there. The head of BTAQ. That's huge. What a connection to have at a meeting. I mean, you could have all SPACs in the world, but if you finally come in and you're one of your frat bros, right? One of your frat bros walks in and you got matching undershirts that still say whatever fraternity, you know, you're going to have a lot in common to talk about. Right? From professors to buildings to whatever. I think this is a pretty big thing. I am sure that they have talked. Why wouldn't they have? Of course they have. Got proof for you here. But then, right before I did this, look at this. Miss Hadar Cohen, the marketing chick for REE, she just wrote and said, I know there is someone using my name and text. Honestly, I started working at REE at the beginning of the month, and I was just being nice to the guy who texted me. I didn't even know what he was talking about. I don't know about that. For the first half hour, I discovered that he violated my privacy and used my name for this rumor. Rumor? He had to explain to me who is Leo. No, he didn't. And what is this merger everyone keeps asking me about? I have no idea what is going on. This could be true. This could totally be true. I mean, she could just be the marketing chick and she actually has no idea. I could actually see that happening. Right? Like if you were going to go SPAC, but I don't know. I mean, stuff travels in businesses. From the janitors to secretaries, you know, secrets are secrets for what? 15 minutes? Anyone ever worked in an office before? She could be right, though. She could just be, who knows, maybe she works at home and has never even been to the office. That could be true, too. Regardless, I think we have a lot of connections with Burgundy, and no matter what, I think he's probably going to pull something kind of cool. Where am I getting at? I didn't mind parking some money in this one, personally. Mr. Leo, Mr. HP himself. Why didn't I care? This is why, my friends. Because the commons are still only at $10.40. That's why. And if you know SPACs, the commons have a floor around, let's call it like $9.95-ish right now. So, in other words, the lowest this can go is about $9.95. It's sitting at $10.41. What is the risk here? To me, definitely worth the reward, potential reward. Now, the warrants, though. The warrants are actually around like 2 and change. But they've been as low as like 40 cents, 35 cents or something. That's too sketchy for me. You know, if there was like, I don't know. Obviously, if the target came out and it was either of those two we were just talking about, that'd be different. Then a $2 warrant is a good deal at those verified targets. But because we don't have a verified $2, you could, you know, that's like a 3 or 4, 5x on your money. 6x, it's already happened. That means it can go down that far too. Nah, I'll just take these, dude. I'll just play a 20 or 40% pop. If it's REE, I can't imagine how high this thing's gonna go. So whatever. Anyone already in this, let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. If you want to join our Discord, it's down in the description. Just go down and click the link and you can join in there. We'll see you all out there. We got a bunch more coming to your way.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.